Good morning, children!
Hi, hello everybody.
Today we're going to read the story of the Lorax. Are you ready? At the far end of town, where the grinkle grass grows, and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, and no birds ever sing excepting old crows, is the street of the lifted Lorax.
Eccolo qua il cartello, la strada del Lorax portato via, sollevato via.
And deep in the grinkle grass, some people say, if you look deep enough, you can still see today where the Lorax once stood, just as long as it could, before somebody lifted the Lorax away.
E questo era il punto da dove fu portato via, sollevato.
What was the Lorax, and why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere from the far end of town where the grinkle grass grows? The old Wansler still lives here. Ask him, he knows.
Ma chi era il Lorax? Anzi, che cos'era il Lorax e perché fu sollevato via? Ce lo può dire soltanto il vecchio so tutto.
You won't see the Wansler. Don't knock at his door. He stays in his lurkham on top of his store. He lurks in his lurkham, cold under the roof, where he makes his own clothes out of muffled moof. And on special dark midnights in August, he peeks out of the shutters, and sometimes he speaks and tells how the Lorax was lifted away. He will tell you, perhaps, if you're willing to pay.
Eccolo qua il vecchio so tutto che ci fa capolino dalle sgretole e qualche volta ci può anche raccontare la storia del Lorax. Attenzione però, per quello lo dobbiamo pagare.
On the end of a rope, he lets down a tin pail, and you have to toss in 15 pence and a nail, and the shell of a great-great-great-grandfather snail.
E con la fune ci butta giù un secchio così che gli possiamo gettare dentro quello che lui ha richiesto.
Then he pulls up the pail, makes a most careful count, to see if you paid him the proper amount.
Controlla e attenzione perché il vecchio so tutto ci controlla che si paghi veramente quello che ci ha richiesto.
Then he hides what you paid him away in his nuff, his secret strange hole in his grooveless glove.
E mette tutto quanto qui dentro il suo guanto, in questo buchino qui, guardate.
Then he grunts, I will call you by my whisper, my phone, for the secrets I tell are for your ears alone.
E poi, se quello che gli abbiamo dato è giusto, allora ci racconta la storia, ma buttandoci giù il suo telefono senza fili, in modo tale che la storia sia solo per noi, in un sospiro.
Slap! Gianna slaps the whisper my phone to your ear, and the old Wansler's whispers are not very clear, since they have to come down through a snargly hose, and he sounds as if he had smallish bees up his nose. Now I will tell you, he says, with his teeth sounding gray, how the Lorax got lifted and taken away. It all started way back, such a long, long time back.
Eccolo qua il telefono da cui ci racconta la storia, ma solo per le nostre orecchie. E così comincia quella storia di tanti, tanti e tanti anni fa.
Way back in the days when the grass was still green, and the pond was still wet, and the clouds were still clean, and the song of the swoomy swans rang out in space. One morning I came to this glorious place, and I first saw the trees, the trufula trees, the bright colored tufts of the trufula trees, mile after mile in the fresh morning breeze.
Era un luogo veramente bello, veramente ameno, era pieno di trufola trees. Vedete tutti questi alberi bellissimi e c'era lo stagno, c'erano gli uccelli.
And under the trees I saw brown barbaloots, frisking about in their barbaloot suits, as they played in the shade and ate trufula fruits.
C'erano anche barbalots, questi animaletti che mangiavano i frutti dei truffle trees ed erano veramente simpatici.
From the rootless pond came the comfortable sound of the humming fish humming while splashing around.
E c'erano i pesci, gli humming fish, che saltavano dappertutto.
But those trees, those trufula trees. All my life I've been searching for trees such as these. The touch of their tufts was much softer than silk, and they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk.
Ma vedete, il vecchio su tutto era arrivato, forse a quell'epoca non era neanche troppo vecchio, era arrivato con il suo carretto e quando vide quegli alberi dei truffle trees se ne innamorò.
I felt a great leaping of joy in my heart. I knew just what I'd do. I uploaded my cart.
E così decise di fermarsi lì.
In no time at all, I had built a small shop. Then I chopped down a trufula tree with one chop. And with great skillful skill and with great speedy speed, I took the soft tuft and I nicked the thneed.
E così buttò giù il primo albero e con il primo albero cominciò a lavorare a ferri questo strano abito.
The instant I finished, I heard a zup. I looked. I saw something pop out of the stump of the tree I've chopped down. It was sort of a man. Describe him. That's hard. I don't know if I can.
Ma in quel momento arrivò una persona un po' strana. Descriverla non sarà facile. Vediamo.
He was shortish and oldish and brownish and mossy, and he spoke with a voice that was sharpish and bossy.
Ed eccolo qua, piccolo, un po' anzianotto e con questa voce un po' imperiosa.
Mister, he said with his sawdusty sneeze, I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues. And I'm asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs. He was very upset as he shouted and puffed. What's that thing you've made out of my trufula tuft?
Il Lorax si presentò e disse: parlo a nome degli alberi, perché loro non possono parlare. Che cosa gli stai facendo a questi alberi?
Look, Lorax, I said, there's no cause for alarm. I chopped just one tree. I am doing no harm. I'm being quite useful. This thing is the need. It needs is they find something that all people need. It's a shirt, it's a sock, it's a glove, it's a hat. But it has other uses. Yes, far beyond that. You can use it for carpets, for pillows, for sheets, or curtains, or covers for bicycle seats. The Lorax said, Sir, you are crazy with greed. There is no one on earth who will buy that fool of need.
Il vecchio su tutto gli spiegò che gli servivano gli alberi per fare questo strano abito. E che cos'era questo strano abito? Poteva essere tutto, un calzino, una maglia, un cappello, poteva servire come cuscino, poteva servire come coperta. E Lorax gli chiese, ma cosa se ne fa la gente di questo affare qui?
But the very next minute, I proved he was wrong. For just at that minute, a chap came along, and he thought that this need I had nicked was great. He happily bought it for $3.98. I laughed at the Lorax, you poor stupid guy. You never can tell what some people will buy.
E invece la gente è molto strana e arrivò subito qualcuno che se lo comprò. Per cui il Lorax non poteva dire più niente, questo abito strano serviva davvero a qualcosa.
I repeat, cried the Lorax, I speak for the trees. I am busy, I told him, shut up if you please. I rushed across the room and in no time at all built a radio phone. I put in a quick call. I called on my brothers and uncles and aunts, and I said, listen here. Here's a wonderful chance for the whole Wonsler family to get mighty rich. Get over here fast. Take the road to North Nitch. Turn left at Wicked-Wick. Sharp right at South Stitch.
E invece il vecchio sottutto, che all'epoca non era nemmeno vecchio, decise di chiamare tutta la famiglia, perché lì c'era da fare un buon affare. C'era da fare soldi con tutto quel truffle trees.
And in no time at all, in the factory I built, the whole Wonsler family was working full tilt. We were all knitting knees, just as busy as bees, to the sound of the chopping of truffle trees.
E quindi furono costruite, ma vedi un po', delle fabbriche. Subito fabbriche per lavorare quello che era il loro filato del truffle trees.
Then, oh baby, oh, how my business did grow. Now chopping one tree at a time was too slow. So I quickly invented my super axe hacker, which whacked off 4 truffle trees at one smacker. We were making needs 4 times as fast as before. And that Lorax, he didn't show up anymore.
Gli affari andavano così bene che il vecchio sottutto costruì persino una macchina per abbattere più alberi contemporaneamente. E il caro Lorax non si vide più per tanto tempo.
But the next week, he knocked on my new office door. He snapped, I am the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please. But I'm also in charge of the brown barbaloots, who played in the shade in the barbaloot suits, and happily lived eating truffle fruits. Now, thanks to your hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough truffle fruit to go around. And my poor barbaloots are all getting their crummies because they have gas and no food in their tummies.
Ma Lorax non si dette per vinto. Dopo un po' di tempo ritornò di nuovo a bussare alla porta del vecchio sottutto e gli disse: parlo a nome degli alberi, ma anche a nome dei barbaloots, perché loro che mangiano i frutti di questi alberi adesso sono costretti ad andare via. Grazie davvero per quello che stai facendo.
They loved living here, but I can't let them stay. They will have to find food, and I hope that they may. Good luck, boys, he cried, and he sent them away.
E così li dovette mandar via. Good luck, buona fortuna, amici.
I, the Wonsler, felt sad as I watched them all go. But business is business, and business must grow, regardless of crummies and tummies, you know.
Al vecchio sottutto un po' dispiacque questa cosa, però Si sa, gli affari sono affari e bisognava andare avanti.
I meant no harm. I most surely did not. But I had to grow bigger, so bigger I got. I biggered my factory. I biggered my roads. I biggered my wagons. I biggered the loads of the needs I shipped out. I was shipping them forth to the south, to the east, to the west, to the north. I ran right on the biggering, selling more needs. And I biggered my money, which everyone needs.
E così decise il vecchio sottutto di crescere ancora di più la sua attività e ingrandì la fabbrica, e tutto quanto, la sua macchina, i macchinari, tutto, perché così poteva fare più soldi.
Then again he came back. I was fixing some pipes when the old nuisance Lorax came back with more gripes. I am the Lorax, he coughed and he whiffed. He sneezed and he snuffled. He snargled, he sniffed. Wansler, he cried with a querulous croak. Wansler, you're making such muggless smoke. My poor swoomy swans, why, they can't sing a note. No one can sing who has smog in his throat.
E Lorax, che non si arrendeva mai, era proprio forte sto Lorax, ritorna un'altra volta dal vecchio sottutto e gli dice tossendo: ma guarda un po' quello che ci stai combinando, anche i nostri uccelli non possono più cantare perché hanno il fumo in gola.
And so, said the Lorax, please pardon my cough. They cannot live here, so I'm sending them off. Where will they go? I don't hopefully know. They may have to fly for a month or a year to escape from the smog you've smogged up around here.
E così anche gli uccelli furono costretti a migrare e ad andarsene.
What's more, snapped the Lorax, his dander was up. Let me say a few words about Glumpy T. Glump. You're mashing chunks on, day and night without stop, making Glumpy T. Glump, also Shuppy T. Slump. And what do you do with this leftover goo? I will show you, you dirty old Wansler man, you.
E così tutto quanto andava avanti, come se non ci fosse un domani.
You're glumping the pond where the humming fish hummed. No more can they hum, for their gills are all gummed. So I'm sending them off. Oh, their future is deary. They will walk on their fins and get woefully weary, in search of some water that isn't so smeary. I hear things are just as bad up in Lake Erie.
Anche i pesci se ne dovettero andare perché aveva inquinato anche lo stagno.
And then I got mad. I got terribly mad. I yelled at the larks. Now listen here, Dad. All you do is yap yap and say bad, 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 bad. Well, I have my rights, sir, and I'm telling you I intend to go on doing just what I do. And for your information, you Lorax, I'm fingering on biggering and biggering and biggering and biggering, turning more tubular trees into needs, which everyone needs.
A questo punto il vecchio sottutto si arrabbia con il Lorax perché gli sembrava pure d'aver ragione e gli dice: senti un po', papino, vedi un po' di andare a fare un giro perché io qui faccio come mi pare ed è mio diritto farlo e costruirò sempre più grande, sempre più grande, sempre più grande, sempre più grande.
And at that very moment we heard a loud whack. From outside in the fields came a sickening smack of an axe on a tree. Then we heard the tree fall. The very last truthful tree of them all.
Ma purtroppo arriviamo anche proprio all'ultimo albero. Ciao Truffalo Tree, ciao ciao.
No more trees, no more leaves, no more work to be done. So in no time, my uncles and aunts, everyone, all waved me goodbye. They jumped into my cars and drove away under the smoke-smuggled stars. Now all that was left, nothing but smelling sky, was my big empty factory, the Lorax and I.
E vedi un po' come finirono gli alberi, finì anche il lavoro. E tutta la famiglia del vecchio sottutto che era andata lì per aiutarlo se ne andò via. Ritornarono tutti alle proprie case, ai propri paesi.
The Lorax said nothing, just gave me a glance, just gave me a very sad backward glance, as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants. And I will never forget the grim look on his face when he hissed himself and took leave of this place, through a hole in the smog without leaving a trace.
E il Lorax? Il Lorax guardò il vecchio sottutto come per dire povero sto rullo, l'ha fatta proprio grossa, e a quel punto si chiappò per i pantaloni e se ne andò. Si sollevò lui stesso, da solo.
And all that the Lorax left here in this mess was a small pile of rocks with the one word, unless. Whatever that meant, well, I just couldn't guess. That was long, long ago, but each day since that day, I've sat here and worried away. Through the years, while my buildings had fallen apart, I've worried about it with all my heart.
È così che lasciò il suo posto vuoto. Unless. Eccolo qua. Il Lorax se n'era andato e tutti gli affari del vecchio sottutto finirono così in una bolla di sapone.
But now, says the Onceler, now that you're here, the word of the Lorax seems perfectly clear. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not.
Ma se qualcuno come questo bambino comincerà a aver cura delle cose, probabilmente si potrà anche ricominciare.
So catch, called the Onceler. He let something fall. It's a Truffula seed. It's the last one of all. You're in charge of the last of the Truffula seeds. And the Truffula trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new Truffula, treat it with care. Give it clean water and feed it fresh air. Grow a forest, protect it from axes that crack. Then the Lorax and all of his friends may come back.
E così il vecchio sottutto getta un seme, l'ultimo seme che si era tenuto dei Truffalo Trees, e gli dice che se lo pianti il seme e ne hai cura e gli potrai dare l'acqua, aria fresca, eccetera, vedrai che prima o poi rinascerà una grande e bella foresta, e proteggi la foresta da chiunque la voglia distruggere. And this is the end.
The end.